Hey guys, it's Alex from Oceanland, and today I wanted to have a little bit of a talk about inspiration. When you sit down at a desk with a pencil in one hand and a guitar in the other, and you go, alright, I'm going to write a song. So you sit down, you start, and you put your pen to paper, and you draw a little doodle, and you draw another little doodle, and after 20 minutes of staring at the clock, you realize that you really haven't put down that much stuff on the paper. And that's something that we definitely all go through, trying to find inspiration when you're learning to write songs. Let's go through a couple of the common pitfalls that you'll find in terms of writing and motivating yourself to write and getting yourself to write good stuff, crap stuff first, so you can get to the good stuff. And the thing to remember about songwriting is that it is a process. This is often how a novice songwriter will come across starting to do songs. They'll start, they'll get a flash of inspiration, like maybe a little melody line, or maybe a chord progression, or maybe that's a common one, the riff. If you find a riff, you'll be like, oh man, this riff sounds so good, I can write the whole song off this riff. And you'll sit down and you start doing that. You'll get through a certain amount of the song, and it'll be all gravy, and you'll be like, oh, this is awesome, this is going to this bit, and then this is going to this bit, and then I'll play the chorus here, and this will be cool. And say 1/3 to 2/3 of the way through the song, and all of a sudden, you'll get a block. And you'll go like, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do here. Or maybe you'll have finished the structure of the song, and then you'll be like, I don't know what this song is about. I don't know what to write lyrics about. Or you might get to something and you'll get to a bridge and go like, I have no idea how to do this bridge. What is going on? And it's like the inspiration will just leave you. It'll just be there 1 minute and gone the next, and there'll be really nothing you can do about it. Let's address what needs to sort of happen when you do this, and you come into this situation where you're like, I have no effing idea what I'm going to write here. Okay. So the first thing to remember is that it is a process. It is going to take work. So when we get inspired to write a song, we all know that feeling. It's like being on a bike going down a hill, you know, like you've got all this momentum, maybe you've just had coffee or something, you've juiced, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it, this is going to be awesome. You'll write whatever, and eventually at some point you'll come to this stop, this block point. Now, what most novice songwriters do is they're like, well, I mean, you know, I guess I'll write this song later. I guess I'll come back, I'll come back to it. Or they might say to themselves, well, maybe it wasn't that good a song to begin with. Maybe I'll just scrap this one. Or, they might go like, you know what? I might just go back and just tweak the verse a little bit and just like make sure that's good. We'll find all these sort of excuses to try not to do it, or to try and do something that is maybe not the most ideal thing in that sense. Here's the first thing I would suggest that you need to get done when you're doing songs. The first thing you really need to do is to go like, okay, until this is written as a song, the structure's down, I've got all the pieces of the song, and it's basically on the page, or a demo version of recorded if it is recorded, or I've got something of it recorded in my DAW. The song is not done, and I can make no comment over it. I can't judge the quality of it until the song is at least structurally finished. This is what most people forget. 90% of a song is just in getting the bare basic bones of it down. Getting your verse, chorus, bridge, maybe a pre-chorus in there, a coda, all that sort of stuff. Getting that down on the page. Once you've got that, that's the essence of your song there. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter what sort of fancy little licks and fills and stuff. And believe me, I've fallen into all these traps, just going like, if I just get one killer riff, it'll just make the song pop and it'll sound amazing. And it just doesn't work like that. I mean, you've got sort of classic songs where you've got a riff that dominates it, like say, Life in the Fast Lane. Everyone knows that. Now, which is a great riff. But let's face it, like 90% of the song, that riff is not playing, right? So even though it's the hook, it's the sticking point, it's not really the meat of the song. It's more like if you were thinking of a dish, it would be like the garnish on the top of the dish. It doesn't matter how much you like salt and pepper. You're not going to just eat salt and pepper. You need to put it on something. You need to put it on, meat or vegetables or whatever you're going to do, right? Most of that song is essentially just bare bones sort of lyrics and chords. First, you got to make sure that you got your chords down. You've got to make sure that you got your verse, your chorus. Well, look, even if you don't have a verse and chorus, you have to make sure that the song is complete in duration before you start adding all the little flashy fills and things, right? So you've got to make sure what you've got is done. Now, this isn't to say that you always just have to write a song out on chords. You know, you're like with the piano going like my C, my D minor, because some people just don't write like that. I understand. That's all fine. But the point is, you need to have the song complete before you can start judging what it's about. Inspiration does play a role here, okay? You're not always just going to be able to go into the studio and just hammer it out. For example, the other day when I was trying to write a song, I like to get up pretty early. I got up at 5 in the morning. I went down to my office. I set up my computer and started doing it. And I literally just sat there for 40 minutes to an hour just trying to go through this song, and just nothing came out. And I said, look, I can't do this. I can't do this song right now. So I'm going to try another one. And I worked on a cover that I was doing. It's a Hank Williams cover. And I blitzed that, and I just got it done. I got it finished. A couple of days later, I came back to the other song and was like, well, look, this is nearly done, so why don't I'll just put this bridge on here. I'll just try and make something up and do that. And before I knew it, I had completed the structure. Now, once the song is there in front of you, you can go, well, this is pretty much done. I don't really need to do much to this. I don't need to add much to this because it's essentially already completed. Once I'd done that and I'd completed the song, I could go, well, all right, I'll just add a little synth line up here and do a little vocal doubling here, add a harmony here, and it was done. It was done really quickly. Once I'd gone through it and made sure that it was a complete, effective unit in its basic elements, then I was able to go back and add the the garnishes and the toppings to make it all sort of stand out. In terms of inspiration, like I said, it's not always going to come to you then and there. Sometimes you're going to have to work out a little bit, and it's not going to come together all the way that you've just had it there. Sometimes you're not really going to have inspiration, and for whatever reason, it's just not going to work. But in those cases, it's very rarely lost time. You might have heard of that apocryphal story of Michael Jackson trying to finish Billie Jean and just going like, I think he was literally in his car and he prayed and he was like, Lord, please give me something that's going to allow me to finish this song. And he was just sitting in his car one day, and all of a sudden he just heard, it just came to him, just this dun, 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 and the bass line just popped into his head. This isn't so much like a higher power sort of, please Lord, present me with the elements I need to complete my song. It's more allowing the brain to sort of sit on something and go like, okay, well I need this to finish this. Subconscious, kind of work away on that, and let's see if we can't bring something together with that. And try it, it works. If you're really stuck on something, just go like, okay, I'm going to put this to bed for now. I'm going to think of it. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm going to let my brain kind of percolate on it. And you'll find in a couple of days, or maybe even a couple of hours, you'll have that element to you that will give you exactly what you need. Tell me, guys, is this something you've experienced, being inspired? Do you find that things will sort of come to you when you least expect them? Do you find if you just grind it out for 2 hours, you'll just have nutted out a song? Sometimes you can do that. Sometimes you just sit down and be like, all right, it's mono-y song here, you and me song, and you'll just grind it out and you'll smash the thing and you'll be done with that. But sometimes, you need to sit back and go like, all right, I'm going to let this come to me. But let me know your thoughts, let me know what you think, and write them down in a comment below. And if you like this video, like the video and subscribe. Thanks very much.